Hello, hello. Today we have the Oden's Eye Mighty Monster palette. This was a palette with a YouTuber. Her name is AnnettesMakeupCorner. And I know I've seen videos of Annette in the beauty space on YouTube for a really long time. From what I understand, and I haven't gone back to her channel in a while, but I remember she had made a community note saying that her heart wasn't into reviewing makeup anymore. A lot of makeup had gotten a lot better throughout the past several years, or the past decade. Makeup's just gotten better and better. And most items just are not as bad as some people may think they are, or as bad as they were over a decade ago. So she just wasn't interested in pursuing makeup reviews and makeup tryouts any longer. I believe she went to start a kind of fashion vlog kind of thing, but I see from the last time that I had seen, she doesn't post too frequently on that channel. So I'm not sure what she's working on with now, because I remember she used to do reviews. I think she, at that time, I don't know where she is now, but she lived or lives in or near Vegas, and she would also do like hotel reviews, and she would go to hotels and review the hotels. I think she also really loves doing, like, I think it's bingo. Is it bingo in Vegas? And that's her thing as well. But this is the collection that I picked up. It was on sale. I remember when this collection came out, it was her and three other YouTubers, three other beauty people, and immediately this is the one that called out to me. The other two were so pastel focused, and I'm just not a pastel girl. So I thought if I ever get this, it would have to be this product from her, from Annette. So Annette's is my favorite, suffice to say, and there was some sort of sale with her collection, so I picked up her collection on sale. That's, I think, the only way I would really have grabbed it. Let me look at the website. I think you can still buy this even now. Yes, this originally came out, it was $36.90, and you can currently buy just the palette for $21.90. It is on sale, and I believe her lipstick collection, yeah, the Mighty Monster lip collection is also on sale for $9.90, although I think that might be for, yeah, it's $9.90 for each shade. Is there a shade that I missed? I only got two. Wait a minute. I think I was supposed to have a third shade. I need to check my receipts, y'all. Okay, I pulled out my phone. So I bought this collection back in August of 2025. And at the time, it was called the Inspiration Bundle. And I grabbed the Mighty Monster Bundle. Now, I don't know if you can see this promo anywhere else. But when I really zoom in to the little picture that they have on the website there, this is what it looks like. And I don't know how well you can read it on your screen, but it says right there, month-long mega sale, exclusive bundle deals. Get 2 premium lip shades, plus the plus the I wish I could read the rest. I can see plus the and something palette. I don't know what those words are. Eyeshadow plus the per the price. I think it might be per the price of Oden eyeshadow palette, per the price of an eyeshadow palette, which makes sense because I paid $36.90. So let's go back to this website over here. It was $36.90. Okay, so if you bought the palette bundle, you could get the palette and 2 lip products for the price of a palette. That's what the month-long mega sale thing was. So okay, that makes sense. So I thought I had the entire collection. I thought I was being sent the entire collection. Apparently there are 3 Mighty Monster lip products. I have Mystic Rose and Snake Kiss. The only one left on the website is Breath of Fire, which I did not get, which I think I would have liked the most. And her YouTube channel is called, by the way, AnnettesMakeupCorner, if you were not aware, but I think I would have really liked. So these are both listed under the Shine lip gloss, Mythic Rose and Snake Kiss. The one that I do not have is Breath of Fire, which is listed as a Glow lip gloss. These are Shine lip stains. Interesting. I did not know I was missing one. I did not know. But now we know. We discovered together. When I bought this bundle, I also picked up 2 brushes. And I think, yeah, these were free. These were free. I don't know how I got these. It must have been during, just because of this whatever monthly sale. Maybe if I bought a certain amount of things, I could get these brushes, but these brushes were free. I'm looking at my receipt right now. These brushes are free. I have a blush brush and a detail crease blender brush, and I can tell you so soft. So incredibly soft. This, I can't even describe how soft it feels. It feels like, it sounds really bad, but it feels like real fur. It feels like rabbit fur or something. That's how incredibly soft this is. It feels like it's very well packed. It's very soft. I haven't used them yet, but I thought I would show these off anyway, just so you can see them and get a little review of these brushes. This is the blush brush, and it is so soft. It literally feels like a bunny's tail. It is so incredibly nice and soft. We'll see down in the future. I don't want to use these now because I already have my current brushes, and once those get really crappy and poopy, I'm sure I'll start swatching those out for these nicer clean ones. But I'm going to hold on to these and save these for now. Just, you know, heads up, they feel like really good brushes. I don't know how much they usually go for, but they feel really good quality. While we're talking about the lip colors, since we're already on them, apparently she came out with 3 lip products. I have 2 of them. They're both Shine lip glosses for her Mighty Monster collab here, and there's this like giant snake. It's like a snake, it's like a dragon kind of looking thing on the palette and on the product itself. It has some really cool details that I think you can catch there in the light on that product there. There's so much details on this. The ingredients are here in the back, along with the lot number and all that information. So if you're looking for the ingredients, you're going to find it on the back of the lipstick, and then it's just blank. The bottom is blank, and then on the top you'll see it says Shine, which tells you that it is a Shine lip gloss, and it also has the name of the product. This one is Mythic Rose, the other one also says Shine, but it says Snake Kiss. So here's the actual lip gloss. Really nice all the way around. I really like the packaging. It feels sturdy. I don't know if this is my favorite formula. I see now that it is a Shine lip stain, but I kind of feel for the colors that she picked with her palette, I almost wish she could have gone with just a sparkly, clearer lip gloss. So the name is also on the bottom of here. It says Shine Mythic Rose, and it is pretty. They are pretty colors. They do work well on my lips, but here's the doe foot. The smell, it smells like chemicals. It smells like a chemically product. It does not have a very nice scent to it. It does feather a little bit on the lips. I think you can see here, there's like a blue-green sparkle on this kind of, let's see, how do they describe this one? This is Mythic Rose. Mythic Rose is a light rosy base with a very subtle blue micro shimmer. So this is like the pinky color, and then the other shade is the brown. And neither of them smell very good, and they kind of feather, so they're okay. But I don't know if I would ever tell anyone, like, oh yeah, get the Oden's Eye Shine lip gloss. They're so good. No, I don't think so. How much do these usually retail? These retail for $14. I don't even think they're worth it for $14. Right now you can buy it on sale for $9.90. It's like, well, if you really want these Oden Eye, okay, sure, but I don't like the smell. And they kind of feather out on your lips. I would have really loved to have gotten, I think, Breath of Fire, because it looks like it's a more sheer kind of shade. It's just the Breath of Fire that I don't have is a coral pink orange base with blue purple micro shimmer. This brown one is called Snake Kiss. It is a terracotta orange red shade. I thought it was kind of weird, and I'm glad I swatched these first so you can see how they work with the colors in the palette, because I feel like these really bright colors don't make sense with a really bright eyeshadow palette. I feel like these maybe should have gone to the other palettes that have such light colors. For this one, because the colors are so bold, I would have preferred a more kind of clearer lip with a sparkle. More of a kiss of color versus something that's this pigmented. But that's just me. But let's move on. Here is her Mighty Morphin palette, Oden's Eye / Annette, Annette's Makeup Corner. All the ingredients are super duper tiny on the back of the palette, and then like this gold foil kind of writing all the way down. But here is the palette. What you're going to find on the back of this is the name of the shades. So the name of the shades are on the back of the palette, but they're also inside the palette. And I like the colors. I like how it all works together. This whole palette is very blue and green is the focus. I'm going to pull that back. There's a circular mirror in here. Let's see. There's a circular mirror in there that we're going to cover. And I can kind of see that her artwork was kind of worked with the colors that she ended up choosing. The brown from her hair, the gold in her eyes and on her jewelry, and the eyes, the lips and the red in her hair, and the purple, the blue, that all kind of works together. Just kind of mystical, right? And you can see this color story. Super duper bright. Just a very bright color story. This definitely caught my attention. I don't know if it caught anyone else's attention, but it totally did mine. But I don't know how to feel about it. I think I've decided to keep it based off this last look I've done with these shades. But yesterday when I worked over here, I was a little shook. So the first thing, this brown wasn't browning as much as I would like. It very much melts into my skin, and I was like, oh, okay. The blue, let's watch the blue. I didn't get to use too much of the blue yesterday. Looks like it's pretty alright. So let's watch these over here. They're very light. I thought, okay. I didn't use too much of this blue. I didn't really use too much of this brown because you can't really see this brown on my skin. But the thing that really got me was this shade called Electrum? Yeah, Electrum. This one in the row of browns. So we have like this row of browns, this row of green with blue, this row of yellow with purple, and this row of red with kind of like a gold green, I guess you could describe it as. This is so flaky. This is like a foil. But it's also very much like a shimmer, y'all. I put it on my eye with a brush and it immediately fell into my eye. Do you know how they're like, don't put sparkly glitter into your eyes because it can fall into your eye? I do it anyway, and I usually don't have a problem. Yesterday, this shade over here, I tried to apply with a brush, and it was like glitter, and it immediately fell into my eye, and I could not. I had to like really rub my eye, and it was so itchy. It hurt. It was really bad. But the sparkle, the glitter is really pretty, and you can see how wet and pretty that looks. It is a pretty color, but you're gonna have to use caution when using this. Maybe I made the mistake of using a brush. Maybe use a finger, because I think with a finger I could have been okay, but I always try to use my brush first before I start running in with a finger. You can already see the lip glosses are starting to stretch out because they're bleeding out on my hand. But the only one, yeah, this is kind of the only one I had an issue with. And then we have this other, this Serpent. I thought it was okay. And similar thing, it's a very flaky shade as well, but it just didn't wow me. I was kind of like, I feel like I have this color somewhere else. I thought it was okay. It doesn't really stand out. It's not like a really bright green. It's kind of almost like a sagey green. It didn't really stand out. I was like, meh. So for the looks from yesterday, I was not impressed. I was like, I'm gonna have to give this away. But then today, I used this orange, and I used this purple, and I'm not gonna swatch the red because I don't want my skin to get dyed. I love a yellow and I love a purple, and so once I got these on my eyes today, I was like, you know what? It's not too bad. It's kind of more like a marigoldish kind of yellow, but I still really like it. I really, really love the purple. The purple is banging. So pretty, this purple. And I also really like the consistency of the shimmers at the bottom versus the top. They're not as flaky, and they're much less of a foil. So like this shade really blew me away. And I guess, I mean, might as well swatch all the shimmers, right? This was really pretty as well. And I'm interested to see what this looks like because I feel like I didn't see this one well enough. Okay, it's not bad. But this, was it Glow Vortex? Crazy. So pretty. And very easy to pick up on a brush, which love that. We have this purple. Kind of reminds me of a purple in a Jeffree Star palette. Now we have this one, which has this kind of orangey red base, but with a green kind of shimmer. Oh yeah, that looks so nice. I'm gonna go back into this lavender shade. That one's just a bit more of a topper, I think, because it's not incredibly impactful, but it's definitely there, definitely sparkly. Do you see? So this is the colors that we have, right? With the mattes, the really strong mattes, I feel like they don't really go with these glosses. I would have liked a lighter gloss. I think there's some good shades in here overall, but I'm still not completely in love with it. But I do like that. Oh, again, overall, this palette does push you to be a lot more colorful, to use your head a little bit more as to the placement of the colors. Because, you know, we have these cooler toned colors, but then we also have like these warmer toned colors. And she threw in some browns in there for y'all who might be a little afraid to use so much color. She's like, I was surprised I used it, but I remember the video came out, she's like, I'm surprised myself by wanting browns in this palette, because she doesn't think of herself as like a brown beige eyeshadow girl. She's like, but I've been working with and playing with neutrals more, so that's how it ended up in the palette. I think overall, I do quite like this palette. I don't think it's my number one still. I think my number one is probably, was it like the Stones and Rocks or something? I forgot the name of the palette. Something to do with like stones. I really like that one. This might be my number two though. I will say that. It might end up as my number two. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I'm going to keep this for now. I think I'm going to keep the lip glosses for now. Everything I think is just kind of in the middle. I don't think it's the worst, but I don't think it's the best. Let me know what you think of Annette's palette in her collection down below, or if you've used any of the Oden's Eye makeup brushes, how they worked for you, because I always love reading your comments. But other than that, you'll have a great day.